This illustration deals with the high leg identification. In accordance with NEC 408.3F as in fun 1. Now, notice the panel board to the left is kind of called out and shows the connections and the service equipment that you see in the illustration. Now notice the high leg comes in and it terminates at phase B. So the high leg in the panel is phase B or L2, and it's orange or identified in a manner that is acceptable to the authority having jurisdiction. Again, now to get a real handle on this high leg identification, then again in the NEC loop, we recommend if it's service, go to 230.56 and the same rules apply. 110.15 applies whether it's service, whether it's a sub-panel, whether it's an individual switch with fuses, or a panel board with breakers. 110.15 applies. 408.3F1 now gives the high leg identification and the phase arrangement. Now notice at the right-hand side of the illustration with the arrow pointing to the breaker with the terminations. And it says the high leg is phase B, which is L2, the center leg. It's got to be legibly and permanently marked, field marked in the field, and then a label given that states caution, 208 volt phase has been, excuse me, I'm telling that wrong. It'd be caution, and if it was 240 volts for phases, it has volts to ground of 208 volts to remind the electrician that 408.3F1 and 230.66 is identifying the phase arrangement where the high leg has to terminate in service equipment, also in sub-panels, switches and so forth, where the grounded neutral conductor is present, and also where it terminates to the right in the self-contained meter base. Now, out at the utility pole, then if it's on the National Electrical Safety Code side, it doesn't really say that it has to be identified. But notice coming off of the transformer off of the secondary side, then usually the three-phase 240, 120 volt high leg system, the 208 volts to ground is marked where it terminates to the service entrance conductors in the weatherhead, and we know it'd be phase B or L2. And that's what 408.3F1 along with figure 7-6 is highlighting to the designer, electrician, maintenance person, or inspector, is how the high leg should be identified so that it is well known which phase is the high leg.